Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to solve a system of inequalities. Suppose you are given a problem like this where the instructions say graph a solution to the system of inequalities. Graphically, what this is going to look like is you're going to look for to make shaded areas on a Cartesian coordinate system, and the intersection of all these areas is going to be the solution to the system of inequalities. So to start solving this, let's first draw our y-axis and then our x-axis. And then we're going to treat each one of these inequalities similar to like if we were to treat them as equations. Um, so for this first inequality, we want to get y by itself on one side of the inequality. So we're going to subtract x from both sides of the inequality. And then that makes it y is less than or equal to. I'm also going to write this as negative x plus 4. That way, that quickly puts it into slope intercept form, which is going to help me quickly graph it up. So for this next one, I'm going to add y to both sides of the inequality. I'm going to do this in my head. I'm going to change it to y is greater than, then I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides of the equation. So I'm going to have negative x minus 6. And then for this final one, we don't need to do anything else for it. Okay, so now I'm going to graph out each one of these. I'm first going to draw the line, graph the line, and then use shading to graph the inequality. So for this first inequality, we can use like an XY table. So if x is 0, then y is going to be 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then slope is m, is the negative coefficient in front of the x, so it's going to be negative 1. So that just means rise over run is negative 1. So another point will look like that. It would be like 1. Well, if x was, yeah, if x was 1, then y would be 3. 1 and 3 for this very first inequality. Okay, so now I'm going to draw that as a line. I'm just going to mark it. This is the line y equals negative x plus 4. Now I'm going to graph this second inequality, or first I'm going to graph that as a line. Y equals negative x plus 6. I'm using different color. Use red. So if x is 0, then y is going to be negative 6. So we start at 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. Negative 6. And then a second point, we'll just use x equals 1. Well, actually, let's use another point. Let's use if x is, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If x is 6, then y is going to be equal to 0 because negative. Okay, so x is 6, then y is going to be minus 12. Or if x is negative 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if x was 6, then y would be, oh, this is still going to have a slope of minus 1 as well. So I can just draw it like that. If x is negative 1, then y is, well, if x is 1, then negative 1 minus 6 is negative 7. So I'm sorry, I'm going to draw the xy graph really quick. If x is 0, y is 6. If x is 1, then y is negative 7. Okay, so that's going to be this line right here. So this is y equals negative x minus 6. Okay, and then for the final line, it's just going to be x is going to be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so that line is basically the x-axis. All right, and now we're going to shade this. So for this first inequality, which we did in, that was the blue line, we have y is less than or equal to negative x plus 4, which means we need to shade everything underneath and to the left. So we're going to have to shade this way for the first inequality. And then the next inequality we did in red, and we had y is greater than or equal to negative x minus 6. So for that inequality, we have to shade up and to the right. And then for the final inequality, we have x is greater than or equal to 0. So we have to shade everywhere above the x-axis. And then the solution is where all the colors would intersect. So like from here, there, there, all the way down to that y-axis. So that's the solution right there. So when you graph the solution to a system of inequalities, graphically it's going to equal the intersection of the areas of each inequality. All right, so these pretty complicated problems, easy to make a mistake, so you need to go really slow. Please like, comment, share this video, subscribe to my channel. If you need more individual help with this type of problem, contact me or visit greenbelttutoring.com. I'll be happy to help you out. All right, take care. Have a great day.